Hey guys, we thought some of you might find this entertaining. There'll be different people that get entertained by different parts of it, hopefully. But it's about this character called Suma, or smartphone, as we might call him in English. Suma, and his friend here, the small nerdy boy, and their marvelous adventures. So, in amongst their marvelous adventures, there are a few stories that they want to get across, and it's sort of warnings to kids about using technology, which is good. That's all good. So we'll just show you the first one here, just briefly. There was the story of this young girl, 10-year-old girl, and she's in an internet chat room with some other people, and they say they're 17 years old, and she says she's 14 years old. She's actually 10, of course. So this actually goes on and on. We've edited this right down. So here she is. She starts to say she's 10, which she really is, and then she says she's 14. But this went on and on, so we've cut lots of this out. So while she's doing this, she looks up and sees a poster that says "Look out for strangers," right? And then she looks across and sees this guy on his smartphone over there, and so she gets all paranoid and, oh, maybe he's a deviant, and she runs off home, right? Which is sort of odd, but anyway, that happens. And then these guys, this goes on, this chat room conversation went on for like 15 minutes, and it was just basically grooming, they call it, when people are trying to make friends with different people and manipulate them and so on. So then she makes friends with this girl who's 17. So somebody makes friends with somebody who says they are a 17-year-old girl. So then this goes on and on too. They have these big long conversations, and they're good friends now, and she tells her all her secrets, and I love you, and aren't you wonderful, and aren't we wonderful, and it's all cool and groovy and all fabulous and wonderful. And then of course the questions start to change, and the conversation starts to change, and then she realizes that she's actually talking to this guy. A really big fat hikikomori guy. Yeah. So look, obviously a good message for kids, right? Getting across the message to kids that be careful who you talk to on the internet, because you don't know who they really are, and it could be anybody. So a very worthwhile message for kids. The other story that they did was another story about boys. It had this boy and his friend, and they were looking at some booby pictures on the internet, and then they clicked on some site, and it said that you must be over 18 to enter. Are you over 18? And they clicked yes, and then it went to the website, and up came a bill for $9,000. It said, you now owe us $9,000 for clicking on this website. And then there was a whole heap of dramas that came. There was somebody sending emails wanting these $9,000, and it went on and on and on until eventually went and told his parents. So the message behind that one was to young boys not to go looking at porn on the internet. But the interesting thing about this was that was two very worthwhile points to get across to young people, of course. But the other point that came across really clearly was that these 8, 9 and 10-year-olds were spending all day on their smartphones. Nobody mentioned that might not be good for them. That seemed to be acceptable. They were all spending all day on their smartphones, walking around to and from school and everywhere else that they were going on their smartphones. All their time at home was on their smartphones. Nobody mentioned that might not be cool. But anyway, I hope somebody found that mildly entertaining in one way or another. More videos coming soon.